Hello. I don't know who I'm saying hello to. I don't think anyone is actually here yet. I do have it going on YouTube. Is YouTube telling me how many people? It says there are 5 people watching. That seems like an awfully lot, given how late it is. And the fact that I still have no idea what I'm reading, because I finished the book I was reading earlier, Shine, and then I stacked all these things on top of it because that was intelligent. You hate to see all these things falling. Shine, finished this, read it. It was cute. I really enjoyed it. I thought about giving it 5 stars, but it's not a 5-star book. It was just really cute. So I have no idea what I'm reading. Hello, Deja. Hello. Oh, we got the whole gang here. Kristen's here too. Hi, Sarah and Mel. Yep, everyone is here. I feel like I know what y'all are reading. Well, maybe not Mel, because she finished Crush. So I don't know what Mel's going to be reading during the stream. But I'm going to assume Deja's still going to be reading. See, I would have loved to have started Crave. Oh, I do have. God damn. Let's unplug those. That's going to be annoying. Would have loved to started Crave. But Books A Million did not want to fulfill my online order before they closed. So I'll be starting that tomorrow. Allegedly, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. What I should be doing, what I should be reading is like an arc from my Kindle. That's what I should do. I should be a good person because publishers keep giving them to me and I keep accepting and not reading. So I feel like I should change that, but like the book is out. Like what am I supposed to, like, what? The book is out now. Like we've established that I wasn't living up to my end of the bargain. But also, if like you give me an arc and what is my neg? I'm sorry, that had to be loud in the microphone. I shouldn't use the metal straw, but I'm going to continue to use my metal straw because it makes me feel like a good human. Let's see here. I think that publishers just have it out for me at this point because, let's see here. I think it's just on my profile, right? This is about to be embarrassing. It's a 40%. You saw that I had a 40% and you gave me a book. So you kind of knew that I wasn't reading it. Like you knew I wasn't getting it back to you on time. Like you saw that I had been approved. Especially because a lot of them from the same publisher. So, like, you know, like, we already have a relationship where you have given me a book and I didn't read it. So, I don't know if I really feel that guilty. Clearly, y'all were, like, just in the Zoom call, like, let's all go over together. Hello, welcome. Ooh, the Poppy War. Not gonna lie. Those that Illuma Crate edition, I was looking at it and I was like, Monty, why would you buy the Illuma Crate edition when you DNF'd the book? But I was looking. So that's where I'm at with the Poppy War. Hello. I also DNF'd 9th House last year, and I've been saying I'm gonna unhaul it all year long, and it's still sitting on the shelf. It really is rude of them. It truly is. Reading Smash, is it good? Because is it? Would love to know. That's how I feel about it. I'm reading small. I almost bought this today. I have a problem. I have a problem. I'm not gonna read it. Like, I was just bored, and I was like, I keep coming to the bookstore. At some point, I need to leave the bookstore with a book. So I almost bought Small Spaces, and I think Dead Voices, is that the sequel? I almost bought both of them today. I almost bought the entire Artemis Fowl collection. We were just reckless. Hello, welcome. Hi, I guess we will do the first sprint at 20 because I've been very slow, and that'll give us a good 15-minute discussion period. Hello, welcome. I mean, is that gonna stop me? Is that gonna is shipping gonna stop me? I ordered from what is it? Bookshop, and Bookshop doesn't do free shipping either. And so the amount I paid was a lot. It was a lot of shit. It was a lot for shipping, but Illumicrate might get me. Illumicrate, they might get my money if they don't sell out, because I'm fairly certain they're gonna sell out. Why is my phone buzzing? I have an email. That's not an important email. My phone didn't need to buzz for all that. Wow. Well, I'm happy you're here and that you didn't miss anything, because I still know what I'm reading, and I need to figure that out. I'm not even going to pretend like I can remember what this was in reference to, but I'm happy to have gotten that response. You're reading Mexican Gothic. That's a lot of people. It's on a lot of people's TBRs this month. I also know that it's a couple of book clubs like book for their month of October. You're going to be reading Time Regained by Marcel Proust. Can't say that I've read that. I'm starting My Soul to Keep. Can't say that I've heard of that one either, but hopefully it's enjoyable. The author of Smash It is questionable at best and problematic at worst. Francina is an interesting individual. I've never had any one-on-one interactions with Francina. I don't wish them ill. Some of those takes were very interesting. I hope her and her family are doing well. Probably will not be reading the book, though. Probably not. Just got home from work. Well, this is perfect timing. You just heard a Night Swim by Megan Golden, and it's really good so far. You love to hear it. You just finished Certain Dark Things yesterday. Was it good? Alethea Monet, I'm reading Exciting Times. It's good so far. It's giving you Luster, but international, bisexual, so more chaotic. Luster had a really pretty cover. That's all I know about it. So let me get Goodreads open so I can type this. Exciting Times. Okay. Oh, this cover isn't as pretty as Luster, but I'm gonna leave it open over here because maybe it'll be good. Maybe. And I will look into that after the stream. I think at this point, I'm going to be figuring out what I'm reading like literally 3 seconds before, because I'm not feeling anything on my Kindle. I was trying to like scroll through while answering questions, not questions, but like seeing what other people were reading, and none of these titles. You did enjoy it. It's a refreshing take on vampires. See, I don't know. I feel like I am definitely a person of my vampire upbringing, in that like I don't know if I need an exciting new take on them. I just want them to be like how they were when I was a kid. Like I don't know. That's my problem. My problem is I have too many choices. And the choices that I'm most excited for are like 2021 releases. And I don't want to start reading them now because I know the publisher doesn't want me out here posting my review now. So I don't want to select any of them. But most of my 2020 arcs, like I said, they already came out. So like, what am I going to do with this? And then all of the books that I own, I'm just looking at and I'm not inspired. I thought I was going to go with, is it even over here anymore? Oh, it fell. I thought I was going to pick up, everything is falling, the second Magnus Chase book, The Hammer of Thor. Because, did I read this first one this year? I think I read the first one last year. I forget. But I thought it was cute. I enjoyed Mr. Magnus Chase. It took me a moment to realize that he was Annabeth's cousin, which I don't think is necessary. But Magnus is low-key an icon, and I'll stand Mr. Chase. So I feel like I should finish his trilogy. So let's see here. Starting with No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. That's another popular. I have that on audio. I'm not gonna listen to an audio. If I had another person on here, like maybe I would listen to an audiobook, but I feel like it would be very boring to watch me listen to the audio. I had Aztec mythology-based vampires. You're finally trying the cast in the Middle City Bones. I shouldn't get into this topic when I said we're doing the first sprint in like 3 minutes, but I thought it was very interesting that Mr. Riordan said his world was ending with the Tower of Nero. Because I don't know if I believe him, because he's done connected all of his, like Magnus Chase got connected, his little Kane siblings. Like, this man has been writing books for 15 years. And you want me to believe that he's suddenly going to stop writing books and they're not going to be connected? And I understand he was talking about like his main Percy Jackson verse, because he said 15 books. And so that's, the 3 main series. But I'm like, I don't know if you got something else in you, sir. I don't know if you do. But back to Cassie, City of Bones, is it a great book? No. Is it the best book in that series? No. But I enjoy that book a whole lot. That series is my favorite one. Bloomsbury, I know, they sent me an email specifically when they gave me that ER talking about don't post your review until the month before this book comes out. So my feeling is yes. And I kind of hate it because there's no, like, in my head, it's like, well, I can't post it until that time. And sure, I could pre-film it and have it scheduled to go up. But then that, I feel like that takes away from content I could be making for right now. Like, I'm not that advanced yet. Like, I don't have October content mapped up and ready to go. So maybe when I'm on that level, I can do that. But we ain't there yet. Because I was bored and I wanted to read something, and I thought I would figure something to read. So I'll figure something out in the next 2 minutes. I got a minute and a half to get to where I need to have a book. The first one was cute. I liked it a lot. It was cute. It wasn't what I was expecting, and I enjoyed it a lot. I think it's probably I haven't read the Kane siblings book, but after I read that first Magnus Chase, I was like, Mr. Riordan should have been writing trilogies from the jump, because I feel like all of his books that are like the 5-book series, they're all oddly paced to like fill content for 5 books. And so I was like, this is nice, because I knew I wasn't going to have a bunch of weird filler content, and I thoroughly recommend it. I've started The Survivors by Jane Harper. It just came out in Australia. I can't say that I've heard of that, so I will open that up over here in my Goodreads, and I will also get the timer going because I don't have that. I don't have that, and I don't know how we're going to do reading sprints if there's no timer. That would be a little difficult, probably. Okay, timer set, and share screen. I love how I did this like 5 seconds. That's fine. Chrome tab, timer. Okay, but it is time to sprint. So I'm gonna shut up now, figure out what I'm reading, and we'll come back. Mhm. Okay, so that was the end of the first sprint. I decided to go with Jade City by Fonda Lee as the book that I read tonight. And I'm not gonna lie, I got to page 37. Before I got to page 37, I was failing to see the hype. Now, it's only 37 pages, but I was led to believe that I was gonna get stuff from jump. And was there excitingness in that first chapter? Sure. But like, I don't know. Not what I was expecting. But I did like page 37 because page 37 gave me the mess that I want. I don't think I'm gonna get in this book, but it gave me mess. So I appreciate it. I've already forgotten this old man's name. He don't seem that important. I think he gonna die. But Lance, his granddaddy, Lance's granddaddy, I like him. He given the mess that I would like. So shout out to Lance's granddaddy, who I'm sure, I guess he's gonna die. Like, the man's already old. I don't think I haven't dropped something yet on this stream. So love that for me. Let's see here. Yes, Jade City. Yes, Jade City. Read 18 pages of Year of the Witching. Excited. I've not read that yet. I don't think I'm going to. I don't see it in the cards for me, but love that. Read 20 pages. Not Kristen coming from. I have to wait for StreamYard. I have YouTube open another tab in case like something happens. Here we go. What is wrong? He is so far the only interesting man that we've seen. That granddaddy, he came in and he was talking shit about everybody. Like, ain't no one safe. Ain't no one safe from this man. Mexican Gothic is definitely horror movie material. Interesting. I feel like I've heard a lot of mixed things about Mexican Gothic. We are doing reading sprints. You're reading Words of Radiance. We'll do the next sprint at 55, so a nice 12 minutes to decompress. Make sure you got your water. It's important to stay hydrated. I can only imagine that means this man doesn't die, and he about to get even more messy, which, thank you. Thank you. Still, you're not done with that? I read A River of Royal Blood last year. Now, full disclosure, I was sent it by Penguin. They sent it to me. Gotta have disclaimers. I did not listen to the audio. I don't know if I would say that I really... 1 second. Good night. I don't know if I would say I remember the world building, but I do remember I really liked it. I thought it was very interesting. And I'm kind of intrigued by the sequel because when I read the synopsis, it made it sound like it was going to like just be the same story, but from her sister's perspective. But I've been told that it's just a duology, so I am intrigued, confused. Still looking forward to it though. Not you got the alcohol out. I thought about doing that, but then I was like, let me brush my teeth. So I'm drinking water. You got 10-ish pages through 1 by 1. Not yet, but tonight it will be finished forever. Okay. So good luck with that, and good luck getting the arc of the third one. I don't even know what I'm reading yet. You just finished 1 by 1. Interesting. And you're putting your thoughts down. I didn't know what I was reading until we started the sprint. So welcome to the club. You finished an audiobook of Dark Lover by J.R. Ward. It's a classic vampire romance, and you're giving it 4 stars. I want to say, I don't remember. It was like whatever the little Black Dagger Brotherhood books were. My local indie bookstore had a copy of the first couple books, but I could clearly tell that they were used, but they weren't like penciled in like how much they were going to cost me, and so I didn't buy them. But I was very tempted. I was very tempted to get those. They have changed the covers, and I don't like them. I think they are fucking hideous. I understand that the author said they had a hand in creating the cover. It was their idea for some element of the cover, and they like it. I think they're fucking ugly. So will not be repurchasing, especially because no, like A River of Royal Blood, it's only gonna have that cover in paperback, and A Queen of Gilded Horns is coming out in hardback. So even if I wanted them to match, I would have to wait for Gilded Horns to be in paperback. So I'm just not not even gonna think about the fact they could change that cover because it's ugly, just hideous. Yeah, I mean that's definitely when it came out. I want to say in like 2007, I think was when the first one came out, because I was still in middle school. So I have not, but they have, and they're saying that it is really good so far. That is on Monet. I haven't asked Monet, and Monet hasn't told me. So I'm going to be very honest. I haven't even thought about picking it up until I know when the live show is supposed to happen, because that wasn't a book that was on my radar. I just agreed to read it for streaming entertainment purposes. Like it was, I like to I like to joke that some of the books I buy are like business expenses because I intend to read them for my channel. But Malice was 100%. I'm only reading this to to be on that live show. The same way I decided to buy Crave and Crush by Tracy Wolf earlier today. I only bought those to make I would say a reading vlog, but I'm not gonna vlog it, but a video. So I don't know what's happening with Malice. Feel free to tweet at Life as Monet. Monet might be in the chat. She might be reading. I don't know. She might be in here. If she is here, she'll let you know what's going on with that. But yes, I don't like them. Let me see. I guess I could share my screen, huh? We could look at these hideous things together. A Queen of Gilded Horn. I also think that's just an ugly title. I like The River of Royal Blood. I thought that was cute. But A Queen of Gilded Horns. This, let's see here. Let's enlarge it so we can look at the hideousness that is this. Okay, stop. Don't show those tips again. I know the tips. Chrome tab. This is the, I should probably get rid of this. This is the hideous new design. And I want to say that they said that they had decided to do this little sepia thing was their idea. But I think it just looks so bad. Like, what part of this looks good? Like, who? Who? Not me. I don't like that. I don't hate them, but I don't like that it's been changed mid-duology. I don't either. Especially because it is only a duology. Now, to be fair, A River of Royal Blood grew on me the same way that what was like the I want to say the Daughters of Nri. The cover grew on me. So that cover, Gilded Horns, that little redesign, the other matching cover they designed for this, I don't like it. I think it's one thing to have like a new paperback cover, like what was it, Love from A to Z. The original cover had like real people, and then like the paperback has like that fun little illustration. That's cute. That's fine. You can do that as much as you want with like the standalone situation. But for a series, I also think that they shot themselves in the foot with a River of Royal Blood because they had both sisters on the cover. And so, like, if the cover of A River of Royal Blood had been the one sister and then Queen of Gilded Horns was the other sister, that's cute. Which is what they did with the redesign. So, like, I get it, but like, I don't like it. Also, we're doing the first sprint in like 3 minutes just because I know I'm gonna forget. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I'm sorry. I wish it was better. I wish it was better. No, I definitely don't. I don't think anybody likes it. Sometimes a change is like a better change, but rarely. Very rarely. Like I think that what it was like Across the Universe that they changed that cover. Those things, that was sad. I do think the redesigns that The Summer I Turned Pretty got, those fun, like, I don't even know how to describe them, but those new covers for that series look so much better than those old white ones. Like the cover redesign for the Pretty series, the Ugly series by Scott Westerfeld, those are better, but they weren't like mid. Well, I guess technically Extras came out later, and so it always had that matching cover, but that whole situation was just better. At least is nothing. Yeah, nothing will be worse than the Diviners. And I felt bad because that original cover for the Diviners was like low key iconic, like low key. The OG hardback for the Diviners is low key iconic, and then the final editions that match are just ugly as fuck, like just completely hideous. Even like the second redesign that was kind of like that Art Deco situation was kind of cute. Like the one that they did for when Lair of Dreams came out, the blue one, and then they did like the same thing for Divine. I think it was like a pink or whatever. That was low key okay, but the final one that they ended up on, that's just ugly. There's nothing good about that. They could have done the redesign the original illustrator, so sort of matched the first one and kept better colors. They could have done a lot of things. I don't know what they were thinking, but it's just ugly. All the colors from the new y'all said it, not y'all brought this up, not me. I just said they're ugly, and I would agree. But I'm also never gonna read them, so like I'm not sure it matters to me. Okay, where was it? It was this one. I have the second book and the best cover. I will get into this after this sprint because it's 55, and I want to be a man of my word. So let me stop sharing the wrong screen. But we will go back to the Diviners cover conversation in 20 minutes. But I want to be a good person and give y'all the sprints that y'all came here for. So let's start. My apologies. I got distracted on Twitter, but I got to page 66, which I think is like another 30 pages I got read. So that was the thing. I said that I was going to pull up these diviner covers. So let me do that while I talk. I like Shay. I read a chapter from Shay. Shay seemed cool. She was giving me Astrid vibes from the Crazy Rich Asian series, that trilogy of books. Very Astrid vibes from her, but like Warrior Astrid, which I would be here for. So love to see that. But Hilo, I don't get. I just met what's his name, Andy, little Andy boy. He's fine. Again, I just met him. I've been with him for like 6 pages, so nothing too crazy. Let's see here. Let me read some of the situations. Hello. We didn't read it all, but you did film the last clip for your 1x1 vlog. Congratulations on that. You read like 8 pages because you got distracted. You read 24 pages. Your food, ooh, what did you get? You switched to the audio for City of Brass and you got 20 minutes done. You read 13 pages. I think I said that one. Hello, welcome. I am reading Jade City by Miss Fonda Lee, and I'm feeling lied to. I'm feeling a little lied to. I mean, we still have at least 2 more sprints to go. I thought I was going to be able to like finish this on stream with y'all, but it's been 40 minutes. It's been 40 minutes, and I've only read 66 pages. And this book is 400 something. So that I'm not going to commit to that. I'm not committing to reading 500 pages with the people, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel after the next 2 sprints. Pretty good so far. You love to see it. Andon, y'all like Andon. Hilo is Is he? Y'all see, where is it? Y'all saying Hilo was daddy, but I literally just read his description as being he looks like Andon, who was a literal child. As Miss Fonda Lee literally wrote, y'all out here calling this man daddy. Where is he? Where is this? Hilo was 9 years older, but appeared as not to have aged at all. This man damn near 30 looking like a child. That is not daddy. Sorry, we don't accept that. That's these fan casts I was seeing. No, he might have daddy energy, but he looks like a child. I don't know. The fan cast ain't lining up. I felt lied to with that little jade nipple ring situation. I mean, were they there? Yes. But that whole sex scene, no. That was not a sex scene that I was interested in. When was cool. I did like her. She was cute. When was cute. I want to see more of her. I don't really care to see more of Hilo. No, sorry. The vibes aren't there. They're not there. He looked like a child. Not, ooh, ice cream. That sounds good. I don't need ice cream, though. I don't need to do that. You Read a Chunk of Treasure by Rebecca Weatherspoon. It's cute. I do feel lied to. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to the people. You read 16 pages. You read 1 by 1. And no, not... Maybe it gets better from here, but right now I'm reading this book for Shay. And really only Shay, because Shay had a whole chapter, so I'm like, she's obviously going to like maybe get another chapter. And when she was just in a chapter, like it wasn't really for her. So is he? I don't know. I don't really think the way that they keep describing this man as having like all these kinds of fuck ups, and he was at the academy, and now he's just like the leader of their little enforcers. I don't really fuck with the people who are the leader of the enforcers. That's not my kink. So y'all can have him. Y'all can have him. Flawless skin. Okay. And he looked like a child. Black don't crack and looking like a child are very different. They're very different. There's a lot of pretending going on. There's a lot of ignoring canon descriptions of this man looking like a child. It's not like I made it up. It's not like I just. That's what Miss Fonda Lee said. So either Andon looked like a grown ass man, a full ass daddy when he was literally a child 3 seconds ago because his birthday just happened, or Hilo looks like a baby. Like, one of these has to be true. And I'm going to assume that Andon, based on the fan cast that y'all have been putting out, is not giving y'all daddy vibes. Like, I'm assuming based on what I'm seeing in your little fan cast for Andon, he ain't daddy. So Hilo can't be daddy. I mean, he got all kinds of stuff going on. He had like nipple rings. He had full dermals. It just seemed a little unnecessary to me. It seemed a little unnecessary. Like, I understand he seems to be in control of the Jade. He ain't gonna go crazy anytime soon. But Granddaddy going crazy. I know he's old, but I'm just like, Granddaddy going crazy. You can go crazy. I don't know if I would be all gung ho. Don't know if I'd be all gung ho for the dermals. I don't think I could risk it. Would not be me in this situation. Let me be a stone eye. I'm good. Is it? Y'all can have the nipple rings too. Y'all can have it. Y'all can. What is wrong with Shay? Why? What's wrong? What does Shay do? Shay was out here living her life, doing what she wanted to do. I'm gonna agree with Monet on this one. I've only read one chapter with Miss Shay, so I don't see why people want to hate her. Like I said, she was giving me very strong Astrid vibes, and Astrid is a legend, an icon. I didn't even watch your live show because I was too busy in Kristen and them's stream Read and Shine, and I realized like an hour into it I was missing your live stream, and I was like, oh, rip. But I wanted to keep reading, so I kept reading. So it's probably for the best, so I won't be spoiled. So the author can agree with a lot of casting decisions that don't make them accurate. Sorry, you're not going to convince me you're going to cast someone who gives daddy vibes, looking like a daddy, and then say that they look like they could be mistaken for a child. That means that you are an average looking man at best. An average looking man. Like, maybe you're just like a Steve Carell. Like, maybe that's what you just give Steve Carell vibes. And in the right light, you can give somebody a daddy vibe. Like, that's what I'm getting from this situation. And I didn't see none of that in the fan cast. I'm not dragging the book. I just said that I've been feeling lied to. Y'all are acting like I have destroyed the book and I said it was trash. And I have done nothing of the kind. Stop. That's not even what's happening here. I am being bullied in my own reading sprint. We're in the next sprint at 35 because apparently y'all have a lot of thoughts and opinions and I got stuff to catch up on. I mean, I don't really need I don't need the Jade. I'm good. I mean, you could have me be one of these little foreigners. I'd be happy with that too. Clearly something is wrong with Shay because people are up in arms about me liking her. I had to defend. Okay, I'm looking forward to this. I got like 1,000 pages to read. I don't think I have Jade War on hold at the library yet, but I'm gonna go watch that at some point in the near future. Not the ellipses. I don't, but y'all were also out here defending Crave. So like when y'all defending Crave, I don't like y'all want to say you can't trust me. Can I trust y'all? Nope, there's okay. That's not my conversation. Shay and Jade City, Shay and Jade War, love. Weren't you okay? Interesting. Wow, opposite of that. So you loved her in Jade City and you were in Jade War. Interesting. Okay, we have an agreement. How? I'm stating what is accurate. You can't give me someone like Henry Cavill. Like, these white people for a second. You can't say like Henry Cavill and his little cousin Tom Holland look like the same person. And then be like, that's it. No. You would be like Tom Holland and I don't know, Steve Carell. Sure, why not? Like, it don't work that way. You can't have someone who is actual daddy looking like an actual child and be like, you can mistake them to be the same age. That wouldn't happen. That's just logic. I much prefer her character in Jade War. She had a more prominent role, and I love the internal conflict with her and her growth. Interesting. So I have something to look forward to. Now, when I first saw this comment pop up, I was like, Ian, who the fuck is Ian? But I'm assuming that's a lowercase L and it's Lan, and that makes much more sense. He's all right. Like, I don't hate, like, of the little trio of siblings, I still care about Shay more, and I would happily, I only met her for a chapter, but I would happily read like a book from her. Give me like a little Shay novella. Lan, he's there. He exists. I think I appreciate him more than Hilo. As if I was gonna rank them right now, it would be Shay, then Lan, then Hilo at the bottom. Like, y'all can have, like, I feel like the timeline be fighting for Hilo, and y'all can have him. Like, I'm not getting involved in that. Like, that's y'all's ministry. That's the church y'all worship at, and I'm over here at the sacred altar of one Shay. We went from deserves no right to don't associate that with me. That's terrible. Wow. Y'all dirty. Y'all, I don't know who, but someone would do it. They're my girls, but that... Well, they convinced me to buy it over here. So I dropped some good money on those books to pick up tomorrow. That's what it feels like. And I only, to be fair, I want to be clear. I only bought them because my library doesn't have them. So, because Crave ain't good and acknowledges it. Yes, I would agree. All of this make me want to read Jade more. I hope it's good. Land the Simp. Yes, Land over Hilo. You love to see it. Why would we not? Why would you not? No, it is not time to read. We got 4 minutes. It's actually closer to a little over 3.5. At 35, we're doing the next sprint. So almost. I mean, I just met him, but I would probably put him over Hilo too. Hilo is really at the bottom of my pile. Like, Hilo is like giving me very Asian Massimo vibes from 365 DNI. Like, I feel like he would kidnap somebody and be like, you look like my lost love and I'm going to, like, you have a year to fall in love with me. Like, I definitely believe Hilo would do some weird shit like that. That's just the vibe I get from him. So I'm gonna let the girlies have him, and I'm just gonna not get in on that. I don't know how. I don't know how we got to that conclusion, but okay. I don't know what Land did to these people. I don't know what Land did to these people. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. What do you mean he would never? Anybody he would. That's the vibe I got. That's the vibe I got. That's Hilo been a one woman man. What do you mean since day zero? When he was fucking he was talking about how we used to fuck all those other girls before her. But now since she can suck on his jade nipples and not like get power from him, he's like, yes, I'm here for it. That's why I want to fuck this woman that society doesn't want. Like, stop. He ain't been a date. Stop. He reformed. He reformed his actions when we meet him, but he made it very clear that he used to be a hoe. So back in the day, when he was an actual baby, he probably kidnapped somebody. He probably did. Like, he was bored. I mean, like, he didn't do nothing to me. Y'all can have him. I am giving him to y'all, and y'all are mad that I don't want it. Like, it's wild. It's like, here's a present, and y'all are like, stop. Okay, that don't change who we used to be. Massimo loved the girl he kidnapped. That was a one woman man. After he kidnapped homegirl, he was like, yeah. Allegedly. I don't want him. I want Shay. I want Shay. A little sus. I don't want him. Y'all can have him. That's not my ministry. Like I said, I don't go to that church. That's not my congregation. Those are not my people. But it is 35, so it's time to bring back the timer, add it back to the stream, get some more pages in, and we'll return to this. We never got to look at those Diviner covers, but they're on Goodreads. You can look at them. I'll see y'all in 20. There we are. Hello. Welcome. Hello. Hello. I made it to page 100. I did a little bit of cheating to get there in that I let the timer run out. We did 3 seconds longer. But we got there. We're at the start of chapter 11. And I'm just gonna say that all of the women in this book are just more interesting characters. This Mata woman, I think she's like the horn of the mountain, whatever's going on, their little rival situation, far more interesting than Mr. Hilo. Andon being a queer character is cute. How that was revealed, that has me side-eyeing the book a little. Not gonna lie. Find that to be highly questionable. But that's just me. Hello. I mean, technically, we have been here for 2 hours almost, but you're here. So that's what really matters. So welcome. We have one more sprint to go. So 20 pages, 20 minutes, a lot can happen. I've hit my goal. I mean, my more realistic goal after I knew I wasn't going to finish. You're on page 35 now of Mexican Gothic, and you read 20 pages. You read 26 pages. Yes, I did say that. And also, just going back to this for a moment, y'all can have him. He is by far and away the least interesting character we have met. Standing mediocrity. Can't relate. 16 pages. You love to see it. You love to see it. Like, I'm not going to go in on Mr. Hilo. I'm just going to sip my water because the trash took itself out. And that's all I got to say. What are you watching on Netflix, Deja? Okay, pop that over here so I can the lovely ASMR of my metal rattling. What are you watching? I've not been I had all of these plans to stream things, and I haven't really been streaming anything because I've just been listening to the news. Hate that for me. You write a little over a chapter. That's great. A whole chapter in 7 minutes. $18 pages. You're on page 183 of Mexican Gothic. This is messy horror. Messy? Maybe I'll read it. I feel like I was hearing some very mixed things. It came out last month, right? Is that accurate? I don't know. I can't remember when exactly it came out, but I feel like I was hearing very mixed things, and I was like, maybe that's not for me. But when people say the word messy, I'm like, maybe it is. I do have it on hold at the library. So, but I am also number 7. It's not happening anytime soon. But I think that because I have it on hold, I'll actually not rush out to buy that. I think that's what I'll be responsible. It's actually on Hulu. It's Bob's Burgers. You like your shows to torment you. Interesting. I don't think I like my shows to torture me, but I just like an hour of television. And so dramas give that to me. They're also usually funnier than comedies. I don't know. That's just me. But maybe. I've seen a couple of clips of Bob's Burgers. It was fine. The animations, whatever. No thoughts. Okay. I really hate the delay on StreamYard sometimes because I just want to show this comment that I agree with. But this one, here we are. Haha. That was my reaction, pretty much. I think we will do happy October 4th. We will do the next sprint in 9 minutes, I'm thinking, at 10. And we'll read for a fun 20 minutes and hopefully be out of here before 1 o'clock. Because I still like to sleep. Sleep, I feel like, gets a bad rap on the internet, but the animation isn't the best, but it fits the show. Yeah, I like that it looks, different. I don't know. I don't really have most thoughts of animation. This is not my preferred medium, but I love that people want it to do more. It is just okay. Well, for me, I'm in the Central Time zone. So
it is 12:02 a.m. in the Central Time Zone.
Thank you, Google. Literally nobody asked you. There was no question. So it'll hopefully we'll be out of here at like 12:40 if we can do this. I like sleep. I think that people on the internet be talking about like sleep is for the weak. I don't fuck with sleep, but I enjoy sleep. So it's my thing. When I tell you I was shook, because I can't get Google to talk to me when I actually prompt it. I was like, no one turned off the prompting, but I'm not here for it just announcing the time. I don't know if I'm here for that. While it's nice young children not feel I need it. Yeah, I love sleep. It's my favorite. It's my favorite activity. In fact, I'm probably only live because I needed to finish my book club book. And so I woke up at like 6 so I could read it before my live stream at noon. And after I finished that at like 8, I was back asleep because I was not trying to stay awake. And then when I finally got up for the live show, I was like, I would much rather be asleep because I hated this book. So I am looking forward to my rest tonight because I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow besides pick up Crave. And I heard nary thing about that recently. So that's what I'd be saying. I'd be like, it'll kill you. So I like it. I like to get as much sleep as possible. Exactly. This is my thought process. Apparently, this is how I feel. Sleep is definitely my best friend. During the week, I literally only get to come home and go to sleep, it feels like, because I work, full time. And so I'm like, I get off, I eat my little Chipotle, and I go to bed and regret that I spent money at Chipotle. It is 6:03 p.m. in New Zealand, and it's still full daylight. That's okay. I don't get 8 hours. Do I have time to get a full 8 hours of sleep? Yes. But I definitely do not. I get like 6, 7, somewhere thereabouts. Some days I do get a good 8. So that's nice. But I would not call it something that happens on a regular basis. We have a good 5 minutes just checking in before our next and final sprint, because I know that I'm going to fall asleep if I try to do another one after this. So it will be the last sprint. We're going to finish strongly. We're going to get those pages read. We are starting off our Sunday with productiveness. That was a terrible sentence. With some productivity. Make sure my little, so see what's hard to make sure. That makes sense. Okay, we did talk about that. I would love, I don't know if I would say I would love to get a full 8 hours. I'm sure I would appreciate it more. But you got 11 hours of sleep. That's a lot. I don't think I'll be getting 11 hours of sleep. I'm about to be going to bed at like 1, and I can almost guarantee I will still be up at like 7 a.m. tomorrow. It depends on the day, but on weekends I can sleep. Okay, that makes sense. See, but I'm like the opposite because on weekends I'll be like, I can. To be fair, even during the week, I am a blessed individual. Like, I don't have to work until 10, and it's only like a 10-minute drive to work. So I could really be sleeping till like 9 a.m. every day. I don't need to be getting up at 7 o'clock. So, but on the weekends, I'm still up at like 8, and I'll be up all night. But this is probably the latest that I have been up in a minute. I've been trying to not stay up past midnight because I was doing that a lot this summer, like June, July, after the first week of August, I was pretty good. But like June and July, I'd be up until like 4 a.m., 3 a.m., 6 a.m., and then I'd wake up and be running about my day. It's not cute. It was terrible. So I'm happy that like my new routine is me going to bed at like 11. That's like the time I have set on my phone to be like, bitch, go to bed. So this is like my one little like breaking that. So that's fine. Oh, I am blessed. I am blessed. It feels like I'm blessed and highly favored. Although the fact that I have to go home, I don't want to say it's like so late, but like I don't be getting home till like 8 o'clock. And I'm like, this is not the moment. This isn't it. Let's see. It is 10:30 in India. Welcome. We are doing what was I doing? Our next sprint in a minute at 10. So just in time to do one last moment with us. I don't do morning hours anymore. I just work when I can work. The only thing I don't like is that I feel like nothing is open before 10 a.m. here. So I'm like, I don't have time to do anything, to make any kind of appointment, to get anything done before I have to go to work. But outside of that, I've been doing the thing, getting it done. You have constant fatigue, so I just let myself sleep however long my body wants to. That makes sense. I mean, I don't like on the weekends. I don't set an alarm, obviously, because I don't need one. I don't make plans. We're in a pandemic, so whatever I want to do during the weekend can get done when I wake up. So I don't feel as conscious about like, oh, I didn't get enough sleep. Oh, you meant staying up till the morning hours. I wish I could pop that up because that would make sense. I mean, I'm doing it now, but before now, I'm going to blame those Zoom calls in June and July. Some of those were productive. Some of those were reading, but a lot of them were just, I wanted to be up. But with that said, it is 10. I'm going to start the timer. I'm going to be quiet, and we're going to get this reading done. My bad. I managed to get to page 137 during that last sprint. So I'm thinking we'll chat for 9 minutes and that we'll call this quits at 12:40 today. Because again, like we were saying earlier, I would like to go to sleep. And I would like y'all to get some sleep. But there's also a delay, so trying to accommodate it. I guess I can update my Goodreads while I wait for the delay to catch up. But so far, like it's fine. Fine. It's fine. I'm not understanding, like, I don't want to say I don't understand the hype because again, it's like not terrible, but pretty average. Pretty average. 2 full chapters. What are we having for dinner tonight? I do deserve sleep. Everyone deserves sleep, but 29 pages, 17 pages. I did read 2 books today. 12 pages. Jaleesa, didn't you say you were gonna? I mean, to be fair, you said you were gonna finish that book. I guess technically yesterday, but I guess it's still tonight. So like, I don't know if this book is getting finished. I think, I is it actually gonna be finished or was that a lie? You're really enjoying the year of the witching. I am happy for you. I guess I can do it. I'm happy that you are enjoying it. I guess I can stop screen sharing. I don't need to do all that no more. I was trying to add this to. What was I doing here? You made it through page 100. I'm going to definitely sleep well. You were at 8%. Chicken and Brussels sprouts. I enjoy a good Brussels sprout. Maybe I should buy some. Have that for dinner tomorrow. I have to think about. 2 books. Yeah, I mean, I read. We started the sprint at 05, and I guess I read 100 pages of this yesterday when I read Shine and of Curses and Kisses, and I would only recommend Shine. I mean, I wouldn't actively discourage reading this so far, but I'm happy I got this from the library first because I might have been a tad disappointed, especially because apparently the new hardcovers of this, I guess like the reprint or whatever, they don't look bad. They look terrible when you take the dust jacket off. So you hate to see it. A little over 100 pages left. Yeah, I would just go to sleep. I would go to sleep. Like, I understand that this book is like terrible or something, but I would go to sleep. Like, you have been reading this book because I've been live for 2.5 hours, and we did, what is that? An hour and 20 minutes of reading, and we were live for 6 hours earlier. And apparently you were live for what, 12 hours the day before that, reading the same book? That's a lot of hours to be reading a book you haven't finished. That's a lot. That's a lot. Dude, go to sleep. I mean, I hope you push through. I love The Year of the Witching. It was so good. You love to hear it. This is getting creepier. I mean, it is, though. Like, that's almost a full 24 hours of reading. And you haven't finished. Like, audiobooks. I'm sure the Crush audiobook is not 24 hours. for some reason I thought Jade City was gay, but then it was just straight. I tried to find online if there was a gay in it. Yeah, Andon, I didn't like how they revealed that Andon was not straight. I didn't like that at all, honestly. It felt very what was it? It felt very like after Hilo said that, I was like, this is who y'all are out here. This is y'all fave? Okay, interesting. I mean, if this wasn't from the library and I wasn't already doing reading sprints, I probably actually would have kept reading, but mostly because it's from the library. I think if I had picked it up at the height when I had it on Kindle, I would not have been as happy with it. So I don't feel bad about returning the Kindle book that I purchased when it was on sale. Like, that's valid. That's hideous. You know, it looks like, it very much looks like all of the Ingram books that the author to people who self-publish their books get. And it's not that they look bad. It's just that, like, it looks like it was made by a print-on-demand company. Like, it wasn't it wasn't made specifically for that book. It was just plugged into a template. And I guess if you're like reprinting a book, like, sure, I guess, but that just seems very cheap to me. But also, I can't imagine getting a copy of Rage of Dragons and Heart. I think I would just be upset because I don't think that it would be worth that price. Like, I don't think you can price it the same. But also, Rage of Dragons is just ugly, and I can't imagine getting that book in Heart. I can't. Like, that book is ugly. I do get distracted easily. This book is a fast read, but it's long for. I was trying to tell y'all that like 2 weeks ago when my Books A Million stocked it early. I was like, that book looked really chunky. It was a very fat book. And I was very confused. You got from the library. Yeah, like it was weird. I was like, that's it was from Ingram. It was print on demand. I mean, I don't buy I'm not gonna be out here acting like I be buying from indie authors all the time because that would be a lie. I think I own 2 self-published books at the moment, and they're both in paperback because they were appropriately priced. And even if they had bought like the hardcover, self-published hardcovers are genuinely still a couple dollars cheaper. So like, why would Jade City was still expensive, I'm sure. The side panel of Rage of Dragons is which is I haven't judged the side panel, so maybe it does. I just think the actual cover is ugly, and I think that the sequel's cover is the same thing. It's just orange. Like, it's the same. Like, I know that it's different, but it's like the same. It's the same. Why did Orbit have to do Rage of Dragons like that? Like, is that the cover that it had when it was self-published? Because then I could forgive Rage of Dragons. And what I couldn't forgive is the sequel. Okay, if it wasn't that expensive, then okay. And also, like, if you're happy, that's what like that's fine. But when I saw that naked copy of Jade City, I was like, if I had bought that, I would not be happy. Especially only because it was coming from Orbit. Like if I bought that and it was from like Fonda Lee, who lives in random city on the planet, sure, I would be like, okay, like that's just what it is. But it's like Fonda Lee published by a major publishing house, and I would not want that. I would be like, can we? I don't think it's as important for like my naked hardcover to match, but that difference was so stark that it would bother me while I was reading it a little. I don't really care that I guess like the dust jacket is matte or something, and I guess the Jade War one is glossy. Stuff like that wouldn't bother me, but just looking at them naked side by side, that was a choice. I definitely said I was going to end this at 40, and it's at 42. So I'm just going to go until 45, and that's when we'll actually end it, because apparently I can't tell time. So if you have any last minute controversial opinions that you would like to share with the group, now is the time to share them, because I'm about to go hang out on Twitter and say that I'm going to sleep. So you buy so many indie and self-published, probably like 40% of your books are, probably more. Okay, interesting. I commend people who buy indie books and self-published books. That's definitely not me. Mostly because I was doing a really good job of getting books at the library, so that is they don't always have indie books at the library. But now I'm just buying shit, so I don't really have an excuse. So that's just me not ordering things online. It's on her Twitter. She tweeted about the comparison because she was announcing to people, which I'm happy for, because I definitely probably would have before tonight ordered a copy of hardcover so it would all match. But at this point, nothing has happened in the story that I'm like, I need to own it. So maybe that part is coming, because I'm not even a quarter. Yeah, I'm not even like a quarter of the way into it. So that's probably like 15% maybe. I don't know. We'll find out on Goodreads. Thank you for coming out. I got some done. Time is hard to tell. You do have the second one. I'm assuming the sequel to Rage of Dragons. I hope you enjoy it. I haven't heard anyone talk about that sequel. Sweet dream. Have fun with all the panels tomorrow. But we got like 20 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Like I said, you can find me on Twitter. Links down below. Okay. Most are series, so you know the author. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But I'm going to go. Thanks for watching. Like I said, you can find me on Twitter. And I'll probably do another reading sprint stream at some point. But I'm going to go get some sleep.